are here at the BIS Sigma South America 2026 to speak with Jordi Sendra, CEO of Alea. So Jordi, welcome to Sigma News.
Hello, thank you for having me. Really a pleasure to be here again.
There is a regulatory evolution happening in Brazil. I would like to understand from Alea's vantage point. What are the major changes that are affecting how operators and suppliers now approach the market?
Well, obviously, I would say, to keep it short, because there's several points in the new regulation, but the one that is affecting us the most, and I think it's going to have a big impact on the operators, is the B2B new licensing. That's for sure is going to reduce the amount of content that is available on the market, at least for a span of period of time. And well, we're in the middle, and on our side, we'll try to have the biggest amount of content available the fastest way possible.
And Alea sits in the middle, we can say that, of the ecosystem, connecting studios and operators. How has that position helped you anticipate or even influence the way compliance and distribution are managed under Brazil's new framework?
Well, being in the middle, we have the responsibility to be certified. Technically, we need to comply with all the regulation, and I would say this is adding value to the operators because they can rely on us and they don't need to dedicate resources to that. Plus, in Brazil, we have the branded reports per operator for each game provider, and there's a lot of operational workload that we can tackle, and therefore we again make operators' life easier, let's say.
And when regulation changes so fast, being agile becomes crucial, I imagine.
Yes, and complicated. I would say we've seen a lot of instability. It's a new market being regulated. It's only been 15 months, so it's quite young. We need to see it mature, and it's normal to have instability. But being able to be agile and with every change from the regulation be able to adapt fast, this is what is more important for us, and that's why we have also local team. And for us, Brazil was a priority from the beginning, and this is what allowed us to allocate resources to be able to provide a fast delivery for our clients.
And how has Alea adapted internally, legally, financially to help partners stay ahead?
Well, we knew from the beginning that we wanted to have a local entity. Now this has proven that it was a good step because now with the new regulation, this is mandatory. And as I said before, for us, Brazil was priority number one because we already had clients here and we didn't want to cease to provide service to them. And having this very clear at the management level allowed us to invest and to dedicate resources compared to other opportunities that we might have had at that moment, and that's what we did in the end.
And Brazil has a particularly rich and distinctive player culture. Do you think so? Why is it important for Alea to invest in local talent and build regional partnerships?
Well, we have two verticals from local talent. One is local providers that they know very well the culture and they can design new games. You never know when you will have a new Sprive, new Pragmatic. It's hard to believe, but 8 years ago Pragmatic was not here. So we live in a very volatile industry, and having local providers is always important because they can capture trends in the country, in the market. And the other vertical for local talent is our employees, our colleagues. Doing business in Brazil is very important to have somebody with the same culture, the same language. It seems something that is maybe trivial, the same language, but even if we speak English, sometimes it's hard to understand, and this is what we believe as being, let's say, a Spanish company or a culture Spanish. We feel much closer to South America, to LATAM, And this is why also we invested in having local talent, account management, customer support, and sales team from the country.
You touched some points, but I would like to ask you, what unique challenge have you seen inside since the license process began?
1 year ago, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, the biggest challenge was not having a clear picture from the regulator. That I've already said it in other times with interviews or panels, is that we were in 2024 in July and we still didn't have the final documentation, so we didn't know what to build or how to address the regulation. This for us was the biggest challenge because we have to deal with more than 150 providers, and the regulation still happened the 1st of January of 2025. So we had a very limited amount of time to incorporate the company, to certify the providers, the integration, have the branded reports, and achieve that all our clients went live with the maximum number of providers. That was the biggest challenge.
We were talking about the invisible infrastructure of the industry. So, from your perspective, what are the most complex challenges of sitting between content creators and platforms in markets?
Well, you're touching a very important point, the invisibility. It's true that we are providing two products to the market. One is the game providers that we resell, and the other one is our own platform for integration, where we try to, we achieve to add security in terms of API and also stability. Brazil is a new market, let's say, not mature, and a lot of platforms, we saw that they had problems in terms of workload. There's a lot of players in Brazil. It's very big, and therefore I believe we are able to provide technical stability and reliability to our clients, and this is what we make explicit when we try to convince clients is, look, we are not adding only content and providing you 150 providers. What we are also giving you is a stable and reliable integration and tech infrastructure.
And stability is something that sometimes might lacks, but it's important to pursue, right?
Yes, we've built our platform in with a very clear concept that it needs to be robust and reliable, and we put in front quality before speed or price. This is for us. It's very clear. We want quality. We are a company that it's, let's say, employee centric in one way, but also product centric. We care about the product. We want to build the product the way we see fit, and then we need to find the clients that they value this. But we're not gonna sacrifice our product to get some niche of the market.
As momentum builds across Latin America, how does Alea plan to balance its strong foothold in Brazil with expansion into emerging jurisdictions like Peru or Argentina that are watching Brazil regulatory politics closely?
Well, we're entering Peru this year, so this is there. We focused our resources on Brazil last year, but this year it's a time for Peru. We already have clients that want to enter the market, and we are gonna follow them. So we are gonna enter new regulated markets during 2025 for sure.
What do you think about events like this to deal with the markets, to think about the scenario? How important is Sigma?
It's very important. I would say there's two stages in any company. One is being known by the market. This is at the beginning when we were starting. It's important to be in all the conferences so people understand what we are doing. We have the chance to explain face to face. And then once you have reached a certain level, which is our case now, probably the going to conferences is more about retention, is really having the time to sit down with clients face to face, be with them, understand their issues, see opportunities as well, how we can improve. We are always very keen to receive feedback. We want to improve. We know we are not perfect. And so I see these two stages. So in any case, always for a company, at least this is our view, it's important to attend these conferences, these events. It's very important. Yes,
Thank you so much.
you're welcome.